Welcome to Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. It's an NBA Sunday night on ESPN and EA Sports as we get set for a Pacific Division matchup between the Golden State Warriors and the LA Clippers. As this one gets underway, Jeff, who might they need to be careful with against Los Angeles tonight?
Mike, I've heard all about Lob City. It isn't about Lob City. It's about Point Guard City. When Chris Paul came to the Clippers, he turned them from an entertaining team into a big-time championship-level team. Why? Because he can probe the defense, he knows when to pass and when to shoot. This guy is an intense competitor that's the envy of every other team in this league.
Slices through the lane, back and forth. Nice-looking Euro step. Redick jump shot. Bang! Three-pointer. He's averaging 16 points per game this season.
Nice quick decision right there. 3 points straight on.
To Thompson. Jeff, remember when our buddy Mark was coaching the Warriors and he called Curry and Thompson the greatest shooting backcourt in the history of the game? We mocked them back then, but he might be right.
Yeah, I said, there goes that fool talking again. But hey, the fool was right. The Splash Brothers are the absolute best shooting backcourt of all time. Mark Jackson got it right.
To Barnes. Shot clock expires, a 24-second violation. Paul gets the inbound. To Crawford. Excellent ball movement, great teamwork. Paul against Curry. Moves around the defender to the rim. And Chris Paul with a nice shot for two.
When you play that good a defense and you contest the two-point J, you expect a good result there. The offense was just superior. The concentration and the follow-through, he stuck his shot.
Thompson. This fires from three-point range.
That's not good enough work in the two-man game. The screener's got to set a more solid screen. The ball handler's got to come off and draw the next defender so the screener is open. There, well-defended, contested shot. You've got to get a better attempt than that.
Unable to flip it in.
Even great shooters are distracted by a great closeout and a hard contest.
Jeff, Klay Thompson had that magical game last year when he had an NBA record, 37 points in a single quarter. Remember, he beat the record set by George Gervin and Carmelo Anthony. That was a special night.
It was incredible to watch. When you look back at the 9 three-point shots that he got, there was only one lucky bounce. I mean, he was so pure in that quarter. I wish I was there to enjoy it with the Oracle crowd.
And he hits the first free throw.
Jamal Crawford is this era's Vinny the Microwave Johnson. Jamal Crawford can heat up just as quickly with an array of shots. Anything from floaters into the lane to the three-point shot.
Entering the game for the Clippers, number 8, Jeff.
We talk so much about DeAndre Jordan's defense and his shot blocking. This guy, though, Jeff, he's a solid, efficient scorer.
Because he knows what shots he can make. He's going to score on dunks, on layups, and within 3 feet of the basket. He's a great pick-and-roll player, rolling to the rim, catching the lob. I like it when people know who they are and are not constantly trying to reinvent themselves where their strength now becomes a weakness.
Curry from beyond the arc, off the mark, and still without a field goal for the game.
Hey, you're not a one-man team. You've got to spread the ball around so that you can get better shots than that. A coach cannot stand for those type of shots.
Nice finish around the rim. He's averaging 19 points per game this season. They need to talk it over quick. A 20-second timeout.
The team needs to refocus. The coach has to do it at a timeout. He can't get it done on the fly, on the floor. He's the real deal. He can shoot it deep. He can drive with an array of finishes and floaters. And then he is an outstanding passer, particularly in pick and roll situations.
Jeff, remember we were talking about Klay Thompson's 37 points in the single quarter. Imagine if there was a three-point line when George Gervin was playing. How many would he have scored on a given night?
Yeah, and I think George Gervin has a legitimate beef, Mike. He said, hey, I scored the 33 points without the benefit of the three-point line. It makes you think, do all these records need to have an asterisk next to them when you talk about the three-point line? The scoring leaders, all of these things to me have been changed and will continue to change because of the impact of the three-point shot.
Inside, puts it in, and they take this lead into double figures. He's averaging 11 points per game this season.
How do you create separation in this game? You do it by getting more shots than your opponent. Good offensive rebound, sticking it back in, second chance points. Critical in building up a quality margin.
Green, and a nice finish at the basket.
Multiple shot opportunities. Great job on the offensive boards, not only securing the rebound, but finishing the play and continuing to build their lead.
To Barbosa. Green dumps it off beautifully, slams it in.
The assist from number 23.
To Green. He's averaging 14 points per game this season. Time winding down, he just flips it up. So that'll end the first quarter. The Warriors down by 11. Stay tuned for more Sunday Night NBA presented by ESPN and EA Sports after this short break. All the talk about getting off to a good start, that's out the window right now.
Talk, talk, talk. Everyone talks in this league. Who's doing anything? And this team hasn't done bupkis to get off to a good start.
Nice touch at the basket.
You're not going to see a better possession in the NBA from both sides of the ball. Good defense, good offense won out that time.
Redick, Green's looking to set up in the paint. Redick fires for three, misses it, and the lead still in single figures. To Barnes. Oh, he shoots it, converts on the inside. He's averaging 10 points per game this season.
Number 3, Stephen
Crawford brings it across. You know, Jeff, most people recognize Jamal Crawford as a great scorer, but it takes a special talent to be able to be instant offense off the bench.
Yeah, and I think it takes a special mindset, Mike, to be able to see yourself in a six-man role when oftentimes he could say, I'm better than the guy that's starting ahead of me. He can hit you with so many ways to score. The three-point shot, the pick-and-roll game. He's a great free throw shooter. He's one of the...
It's good, and one. Pretty feed from Jamal Crawford. And Jeff Green will go to the line looking to complete the three-point play.
Absorbs the contact, finishes the shot, and now works his way to the free throw line.
Curry against Baamute. Curry for two. His jump shot won't go.
Golden State's just not set the right tone defensively. They're getting absolutely obliterated on that end of the floor.
To Griffin. Griffin for two, lets it go. Off target. You always talk about sacrifice, vital for team success. Andre Iguodala was typical of that last year for Golden State. What a pleasure to watch him perform so well on the biggest stage and get his first championship.
It was, and his sacrifice, and Steve Kerr has said this over and over again, Iguodala's sacrifice was the first step on them becoming this championship caliber team. I'm very happy for Iguodala.
Won't go, and they can't extend the lead into double figures. Iguodala for two. Oh, he got hit, and they call it. Draws the foul called against Green. That's his first, and he'll head to the line with under 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half.
Look, you got to put yourself in position to be fouled if you're a good offensive player and a great free throw shooter. Take advantage of your strengths. Earn your way to the free throw line.
Steph Curry's been the MVP candidate, but Klay Thompson, sometimes he gets overshadowed on how many things he does for this team, Jeff.
You can make a strong argument that Klay Thompson is the best two-guard in the league when you factor in his defensive ability. He is so improved defensively from when he first came into the league to now. He can guard point guards. We've seen him match up in the playoffs with Chris Paul. You can see him taking threes. He can lock down twos. I don't think Klay Thompson will ever get his just due because defense is far too often overlooked.
And we're going to have a timeout. The Warriors down by 10. Take a look at Curry. Slight of frame, not a big, strong guy, yet he's got some real toughness out on the court.
Well, listen, if you can score like that and you're facing defenses geared to limiting you and making it hard on you, and you still have the ability to figure it out and score big numbers in this league, you have to have the most important toughness there is, Mike, and that's mental toughness.
We're watching Curry put on another show in this game. How proud do you think his dad is, Dell, watching the way this kid plays every night?
Well, it's just got to be, awesome to watch because this was a lightly recruited player. This was not expected, and to see his growth and his persistence to get to where he's at, I think that's where the real pride comes into play.
Draymond Green's return to the floor for the Warriors. Jeff, we spoke earlier about Klay Thompson being underrated. Reminds you a little bit like Scottie Pippen playing under the shadow of Jordan, or James Worthy under the shadow of Magic.
Are you kidding, Mike? Did you just compare Steph Curry to Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson? Is that what just happened here? Are you kidding me?
He's one of the best shooters we've ever seen. Why not?
Hey, message to Mike. They dominated over a long period of time. Stop the nonsense.
Paul for two, shoots away. Paul shot no good.
Hey, defense in this league is all about multiple effort. Defend the ball handler first and then continue to work back to the screener, close out, and make it hard by contesting the shot.
For Chris Paul, he is desperate to get to a finals, desperate for a championship, but his team not able to get past the second round. What does he have to do to take them there, Jeff?
Well, Chris Paul is a great player. Oftentimes, how far you advance in the playoffs is just as much about who you play with and who you play against as it is how you play individually. Chris Paul has nothing to be ashamed about. This is a team that could win it all.
Making the defense work with excellent ball movement. To the rim. Ref blows his whistle. Foul called against the Warriors. Their second team foul. And DeAndre George will go to the line. He's shooting 39% on the season. Can't connect on the first free throw.
Entering the game
Bogut the rebound. Oh, he misses them both. Green goes to the goal, unable to flip it in.
Driving the ball into the paint is the most important offensive tool in the game. He had a great look. He just missed it.
To Redick. He's averaging 16 points per game this season. Terrific ball movement. Adjusts. Chance for a three-point play. Count the basket and the foul. A block called against Curry. And Chris Paul will get to the line to try and finish the three-point play.
Terrific concentration to finish the shot and now shoot a free throw.
To Bogut. Nice ball movement. Thompson fires for three. Bang! Hits from downtown.
The assist from number 12, Andrew Bogut.
It'll count if it goes. And that'll do it for the first half. The Warriors down by 5. We'll have more Sunday night NBA from ESPN and EA Sports after this halftime break.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Clippers are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark, and the offensive glass was there. Mike and Jeff are ready to get started, so we send it back to them now.
Welcome back to the Oracle Arena for the second half of this game. If you're just joining us, along with me is Jeff Van Gundy. I'm Mike Breen. Golden State's back in another nip and tuck battle. Jeff, for them to get a victory, what do they need to do?
It just seems like every game we cover right now is close and down to the wire. This one looks no different, and because it's close doesn't mean you play any different. You've just got to stick to your game plan, do what you do best, stay away from your non-strengths, and grind it out.
Curry into the front court. Falling away, gets it off. The Warriors with the offensive rebound to keep it alive. It's good. Back up and in on the follow.
Pound the offensive board. Get extra possession. Great job in the pursuit of the basketball and then finishing at the rim.
The screen is set. Paul for two. Paul shot won't go.
He's a great shooter, but he could have driven the ball into the paint and made a play for his teammates.
This season, a huge season for Draymond Green. He was so versatile last year, now has the big contract. Perhaps feels a little pressure that he's got to perform this year.
Money Green is my new nickname for him, Mike. But he deserved it. He earned it. His play, his versatility, his competitive juice had such a huge impact on the Warriors winning. And I don't think there has to be anything to change for his formula of success. He should not feel more pressure to score, just continue to do his job and do it at a very, very high level.
Hits the shot, and Chris Paul with 11 points.
That's just tremendous defensive effort. You did all you could to prevent the make. Unfortunately, he stuck it.
Moving the ball around beautifully. Curry on the drive. It's good. He's 2 for 10 from the field. To Redick. Gets the wide open look for three. The Clippers with the offensive rebound for a second chance opportunity. Nice job drawing the foul. It's called against Barnes. That'll be his first.
I really like what I saw there. Good strength, good athleticism, took the foul, got up a nice shot, just didn't roll in.
Knocks down the first one. Jeff, the Clippers not only good, but so entertaining. It's a highlight package every night.
Absolutely, and again, those highlights get special significance when it comes to they're in winning times now. It's one thing to make highlight reel plays in a loss. They get forgotten very quickly. But to do it in an entertaining style and win in a major market like LA, and really right now be the better team in LA, this is a terrific accomplishment for Doc Rivers and his team.
To Curry from beyond the arc. And Stephen Curry with the bucket from downtown. He's among the league leaders in scoring this season.
Hey, sometimes good offense beats good defense. There's nothing to be ashamed with on that possession. That was a well-defended, well-contested shot.
Out of bounds. And both teams making changes to their lineups right now.
Substitutions, LA.
With a super quick release. Pierce's shot misses the two.
2 minutes left
To the rim. Jordan the rebound. Paul walks it across. Moving the ball. Excellent teamwork. Wide open for three. The Clippers with the offensive rebound for a new 24. Los Angeles is leading Golden State by a score of 28-22. Thompson for three. The Warriors with the offensive rebound for another possession. No doubt about it, he hit him. It's called against Pierce. And he'll head to the line with under a minute and a half to go here in the third.
Oh, that was great body control. To be able to absorb the contact and still get off a quality shot. Just didn't get it to drop.
Able to convert on both free throws. Paul on the drive to the basket, not able to score.
That's the mark of a great defensive team. Great closeout, great contest. That's the way to get it done.
Thompson's long-range jumper won't go.
To close a game out, you've got to execute, create open shots, but most importantly, knock those shots in.
To Paul. Pass to the corner. Jordan. Passes out to the perimeter. Baamute fires for three with 1 on the clock.
The assist from
Los Angeles leading Golden State by a score of 31-24. Barbosa against Paul with the wide open look. Good boxing out by Baamute. To Paul. He's averaging 19 points per game this season. Thompson from downtown lets it go again. Third quarter comes to an end. Fourth quarter coming up. Golden State's down by 7. Stay with us for more NBA on ESPN Sunday after the break. As we begin the fourth quarter, this could be the best road win of the season for this team.
Yeah, they put themselves in good position, but this is no time to sit back and relax on your laurels. You got to play the full 48.
Trying to work it down low. In the paint, hits for 2. And Chris Paul with 13 points.
This isn't like the YMCA layup line. This is like real life. As you go in to try to finish, defense is coming over. This is spontaneous. The ability to adjust, contort, and still finish is a special, special gift.
Iguodala. Oh, he hooks it. Two-pointer won't go.
Well, if you don't like scoring, this is the game for you. If you love defense, this is the one, because both teams are really struggling to put the ball in the basket.
Three-point attempt. Off the mark, quite can't get that double-digit lead.
It's not often where you see both teams struggling to make threes like we're seeing here today. We've got both teams are trying to shoot through it, and quite frankly, right now, it's difficult to watch.
Paul fires up another three. He sinks it. 3 3-pointers for the Clippers.
There are not many players that shoot that straight on three like he does.
To Thompson. Fires for 2. Unable to flip it in.
Great contest on that shot, Mike. He had the shot timed perfectly to challenge and force the miss.
Paul on the drive. It's good. A 2-pointer. 14-point lead for the Clippers.
They are consistently hurting the defense with the pick and roll game. Good screen, no switch or show by the man defending the screener leads to the wide open 2-point pull-up jump shooter by the ball handler.
Thompson forcing up the shot. And we'll have a 20-second timeout.
Substitutions, LA. Substitutions, Golden State.
To Redick. Griffin against Bogut. Lets it fly. It's good. A 2-pointer. And J.J. Redick with 5 points.
Number 32, Blake Griffin.
LA's leading Golden State by a score of 40 to 26. Green against Green. That's a 3-pointer. The defense nowhere near him. Misses from beyond the arc. Andre Iguodala is 0 for 2 from the perimeter. Out of bounds. Turnover.
A wide open miss, but those are the type of shots they're going to have to keep creating and start making to work their way back into this game.
For the Clippers, number 6, DeAndre Jordan.
Paul against Curry. And he curls in. Paul. Shot no good.
Hey, that shot right there is exactly the type of shot you have to force if you're the defensive team trying to work your way back into the game.
No go from beyond the arc.
That's a good shot. They just haven't made them tonight, and that's why they're behind by this deficit.
A ferocious slam.
Multiple shot opportunities. Great job on the offensive boards, not only securing the rebound, but finishing the play and continuing to build their lead.
Curry for 2. Puts it up. Strong rebound. Excellent position by Jordan. Paul bringing it up here. Paul fires. Knocks it down. A 2-pointer. And Chris Paul with 20 points. To Curry from 3-point land. Nails it from downtown. Stephen Curry's 3 for 8 from beyond the arc.
Hey, you can only control what you can control. The defense there was great. It was just a better shot.
1 minute remaining.
Excellent ball movement. Great teamwork. Paul against Curry. Fires from 3-point range. Paul's off the mark from downtown.
It's all about making your teammates better. And the way you make them better is to give up a good shot to try to create a great shot.
The assist from number 40.
Los Angeles is leading Golden State by a score of 44 to 31. To Crawford. He's got 2 assists in this contest. Puts it up. Deep corner shot. Quick rebound by Green. to Bogut. Making the defense work with excellent ball movement. Puts it in. What a quick release from Stephen Curry.
The assist from number 12, Andrew Bogut.
And that will do it. The final score is 44-34. For Jeff Van Gundy and our entire EA Sports crew, this is Mike Breen saying thanks for joining us and good night.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up.